for me.
Why would you not tell me that you had a 2-man?
I mean, we were just playing a game.
That's
never
not
have
a game.
I ever.
That's
No,
not
we
a
were
game.
playing never have I ever.
But we're in a relationship. How could you not tell me that you did a whole 2-man? Like, you trying to embarrass me or something right now?
We don't talk about how many bodies or nothing like that. Like, that was just...
We've talked about a lot.
No,
you had a whole
no.
threesome with 2 dudes, and that's something that you think you couldn't tell me about?
No, it's not threesome. It's actually, like, 4 people. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. I was just playing a game. Why are you so upset?
That's not a game. Like, you over here getting trains run on you. That's how it's not a game.
No. That's not.
But that sounds like that. What you said 4 people. That sounds like a train to me.
Okay. But I was younger. Like, why does it matter now? We're much older now.
It matters because you never told me this, and you waited until we were around a group of people. My girl is out here having trains run on. You don't see the problem with that? Like that's not cool.
No,
that's
I
not
think
okay.
you're misunderstanding. It's a game.
That is
and
nothing.
I just answered the question.
So you answered the question because it was a game, and then you turn around and said it wasn't 2 people. It was 3. It was a foursome total. So yeah, baby, that was a train. That is highly disturbing for some people, especially whatever the game was y'all was playing and everybody found that out. But some of you ladies be like, well, he's being insecure, JR. He's being insecure. To find that out after the fact is crazy. Now, I know the body count situation is a big thing, but definitely outside of the body count, I don't know with you guys with your rating system. Outside of that, if she had 3 dudes hitting her at 3 dudes GB in her, DP in her, and all these things like that. I'm trying to watch my language on here. But to find that out, sheesh. So what are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do? Does the past matter, folks? How important is the past? What if you found that out from your old lady? What would you do? What would you say? Do you think she was humiliating the brother right here? Where do you go from here? Does time matter? Is it your baby mom? Is it your wife? Is it whatever came before me? Doesn't matter. Hey, dude is highly upset, man. Highly upset, guys. But let's get on to the next clip. Let's go.
7 months. I just feel like that's why you got to
For 7 months, he tried to get me to get an abortion. For 7 months, he tried to get me to get an abortion.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Then I have no money to pay for
Can I
it.
chime in? Let me chime in. So hold on, wait a minute, ma'am. Hold on, let me do my thing now. So you telling me for 7 months he showed you that he didn't want to have a child with you, continued and proceeded to have the baby anyway?
Of course.
So why the fuck are you this nigga's telling you just the bomb right now? Hold on, wait a minute. Women, let me tell y'all something. You need to be accountable for the guy that you were laying down with and you were having kids with. If you see that this man is not going to stand on business and do the things that a grown man does, you have to accept the reality and walk away. If this nigga told you for 7 months he wasn't going to be right, I don't see no point in you having a baby, and I mean that so respectfully.
She said for 7 months, this guy tried to get her to get one. Then she turned around and said she didn't have the money. If he's proposing it, I'm assuming he's going to find a way, or somebody's going to find a way for the money. If that's really the case, and Buddy was right, because these are the conversations that sound good amongst women. When women talk to each other until you get a man involved. And I've had these conversations so many times with women. And then when they hear a perspective of a man, it's just like a light bulb goes off. Wow, that does sound dumb. That is logical, that what he's saying. Man, you're right. He did tell me 7 months, but I'm going to go ahead and do this and then complain that he ain't ish. This is crazy to me. But women will do that. Unprotected, cheek clapping, whatever have you, and then have the baby, then turn around and say the man ain't ish. And he just 7 months, he's just saying, yo, I'm not trying to have a kid. I'm not trying to have a kid. I'm not trying to have a kid. But then you're just like, well, I am going to have one. I am going to have one. So you're trying to force a man that doesn't want to be your baby's daddy and be there. And then you get on a talk show or a podcast here and just want to tear down the man, just like a lot of women do. You just want to tear down the man and say all these crazy things when the man didn't want to have a kid with you to begin with. Now, the conversations that we have, or the dialogue a lot of times on these Facebook posts, is that it takes 2 to tango and he shouldn't have been squirting. And oh, baby, it's your temple. You're ultimately in control of everything that happens from the time of conception to the time you have the baby. You are in full control. And the fact that you say it's his fault, women just make up whatever just to absolve themselves of any responsibility, any type of accountability. And you heard what he said, that he was just like, yo, what are you talking about? There's no accountability in this situation. You gonna sit here and the woman in the pink, when you hear women say this stuff, you sound like a fool. I know your mom would have to tell you, you sound like a fool. Who's gonna say, girl, go ahead and have that baby. Make him pay. I know I'm gonna struggle, but it's like a rite of passage. I have to have this baby. I don't care about. Let me know what you guys think, though. Comment below. Like